One of the dangerous consequences of Donald Trump's big lie is that tens of millions of Americans mistakenly believe that he won the 2020 election. And some of them are threatening violence against election officials just for doing their jobs. Once again, here's CNN senior investigative correspondent Drew Griffin.
Pamela, there are two things happening all across the country at an alarming rate. Both are dangerous to democracy. Threats against election officials, which are causing some to quit, and laws in more than a dozen states that change the rules on voting. We have to warn you, some of the language you're about to hear is very graphic. In Milwaukee, Elections Executive Director Claire Woodall-Vogue has been bombarded by hate ever since an extremist right-wing website, Gateway Pundit, published lies about her.
You rigged my fucking election, you fucking piece of shit. We're going to try you, and we're going to hang you.
We're coming for you, Claire.
I really sincerely hope you get what's coming to you, you fraudulent fuck.
What was your immediate reaction to what was on that machine?
It's frightening because there are crazy people out there, and while it might just be them blowing off steam, I think it's clear that they believe it, and I think only someone who truly believed it would act on it.
How many threats do you think you have gotten?
I think over 150.
150 threats?
Yes, I received a letter, very colorful language to my home, which did make me very frightened in that I have a 3-month-old and a 4-year-old to think about, and all because I did my job and made sure that all of the city of Milwaukee's ballots were counted.
What did that letter say?
Am I allowed to tell you the swear words on camera?
Sure.
It said, "You are a fraudulent cunt." A lot of the emails called me a cunt, a bitch, a whore. The common thread was that no one also has any respect for women in the world.
What happened in Milwaukee is happening all across the country. In Phoenix, Republican Bill Gates and his fellow county supervisors face their own threats every single day.
Just last Friday, my colleagues and I all were treated to a orange jumpsuit that a gentleman sent to us and, declared that we will end up in jail someday because we are traitors in the minds of these people.
This could lead to a damaging loss of experienced professionals who know how to conduct elections. A report from the Brennan Center for Justice found 1 in 3 election officials feel unsafe because of their job. Matt Masterson was the lead cybersecurity advisor for the Department of Homeland Security in the 2020 election and says it's all creating an alarming situation.
Local election officials are going to leave. And then that opens the door to adding less professional, more political actors into the election space, which again is incredibly dangerous.
Woodall-Vogue says she's staying, but she closed the elections office until she can beef up security.
And so it made me really concerned how powerful conspiracy theories have become, that my job would become dangerous, that election administrators now in our very well-established democracy has lots of checks and balances is now a dangerous profession.
The danger isn't just the obvious threat of violence, but the threat to democracy. Experts say Donald Trump and his Republican allies have injected enough doubt into the election process to threaten its stability.
It's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. He is undermining the system in a way that is going to cause the system to deteriorate.
Some Republicans are also undermining the system with new, unnecessary legislation. Across the United States, Republican state lawmakers are passing law after law aimed at fixing a problem that does not exist: mass voter fraud.
This bill, I'll say it one more time, will make it easier to vote and harder to cheat in Pennsylvania.
Easy to vote and hard to cheat.
In Arizona, we want to make it easy to vote, but hard to cheat.
At least 18 states have enacted 31 laws with new restrictions on voting methods since the beginning of the year. The most concerning are being called election subversion laws, impacting how elections are run and who's in charge.
They didn't like the fact that they lost those states. And so now they're rewriting the rules for the future, but they're doing it in a way that will make it extremely problematic because they make it very partisan.
Former New Jersey Governor Christine Todd Whitman, a Republican, is part of a group working to safeguard U.S. democracy.
What you have with local officials, secretaries of states, and others are people who are trained to oversee elections. That's their job, to do that. Now what you see in these states like Texas, Arizona, Georgia, is they're starting to pull that back and put it in the hands of the legislatures, the political legislatures.
Case in point, Georgia's Election Integrity Act of 2021, 98 pages long. It was signed into law in March by Governor Brian Kemp, repeating that Republican mantra.
This bill makes it easy to vote and hard to cheat.
Among its provisions, it strips power from the Georgia Secretary of State and allows lawmakers to intervene in how counties administer and count the vote.
Sounds like it makes it easier for the politicians to cheat.
You could have that perception. You're going to have your ID with you.
Tani Adams is Heard County, Georgia's elections supervisor.
Oh, I believe it's a massive power grab. The Secretary of State has been removed as a voting member of the State Election Board.
Basically tossing the Secretary of State aside for a political person.
Exactly.
In Arizona, Republican legislators have made their power grab blatant, passing a law that strips some election oversight powers from the Arizona Secretary of State, currently a Democrat, and gives them to the Arizona Attorney General, currently a Republican. It expires in less than 2 years, making sure it's a Republican who oversees any disputes in the important midterm elections. Gates says his party's big lie about vote fraud is getting way out of hand.
I'm worried about the people who look at this now. They've listened to their leaders, their Republican leaders, and they're now convinced that our system is corrupt, that there's this large conspiracy. And we've yet to see many Republicans speak out and tell people, no, the election was fair. It's time to move on. Enough is enough.
In Texas, which Trump won, Republican legislators passed a law that bans drive-through and 24-hour voting favored in heavily minority Houston and creates new hurdles for mail-in voters. The Texas legislation also makes it a crime for election workers to interfere with partisan poll watchers.
We're at a tipping point as a nation, and our democracy is at stake.
Democratic legislators like Carl Sherman fled the state, trying to prevent a vote on the bill. The standoff ended after 38 days.
It matters because we've got a long history of cherry picking who can vote and who cannot vote.
If all these election laws being surfaced in Republican-led states seem like a coordinated effort, that's because it is.
We have honed in on these 8 specific focus states.
A former Trump administration official who now heads up the conservative Heritage Action for America said the group had made recommendations to several states, which ended up in election-related bills.
From there, as we create this echo chamber, we're working with these state legislators to make sure they have all of the information they need to draft the bills. In some cases, we actually draft them for them, or we have a sentinel on our behalf give them the model legislation, so it has that grassroots, from the bottom up type of vibe.
Donald Trump's big lie and his party's willingness to go along with the facade is now the biggest threat to free and fair elections we face.
It used to be unthinkable to contemplate election subversion in the United States. It's now not only become thinkable, but become something that we need to spend the next few years guarding against. It is the greatest danger facing American democracy today.
Pamela, it's dangerous because it is destabilizing, according to all the elections officials and experts that we talk to. A democracy depends upon the losers agreeing that the election was conducted in a fair way and agreeing to fight another day. If you don't have that acceptance, you don't have a democracy. And right now, with Donald Trump and his followers, we do not have that.